Hello, hello. My name is Heather, and today I am doing a collab video. It's hashtag create with MH, and I do this collab each week on Friday with my friend Mrs Gigi. And what we do is we take turns choosing a quote and a theme, and we both use that same quote and theme for that week's video and project. So this week, the quote is, "Some talk to you in their free time, and some free their time to talk to you. Learn the difference." So that is our quote for the day. And the theme is friendship. So please be sure to go over and watch Mrs. Gigi's video and see what she has done with this collab. So let's get started. I'm got a pile of stuff here. I think I'm going to try to make a cluster in like a friendship theme. So first I printed the quote and I'm going to cut that out. We'll have that done. Okay, so we have our quote. Put that to the side. I hope you are all having a wonderful day so far. Okay, there's our quote. Now, I think I will start with some of that craft. You know what? We'll start with this craft cardstock that I embossed to look like wood. It's like a wood embossing folder. Can't talk today as normal. So we're going to go ahead and, you know what? We're going to rip this up. Let's rip the edges off of this, and then I will probably put a little bit of ink on them. All right. That's some strong paper there. Actually, that ripped off more than I wanted it to, so we might actually have a book page as the bottom, since that ripped off smaller. Rip that off too. We're going to rip these sides off where there's no writing. I do have a ruler that I used a metal file on, a tool, big file, and I roughed up the edges on the side, and it helps you rip paper, but I didn't bring that over here because I didn't think about it. So we're just ripping by hand today and hoping it works out. So I'm just going to put a little bit of ink on here. I like the look of the vintage photo ink. Makes everything look older. And here lately I've been loving to do the vintage look. So we're just going to go over most of it here. I don't know what all will be showing, but that way we'll be covered. We'll just have it done. So there's our book page. All right, book page, and then now let's use this here. We'll set it here for now and see what happens. Let's add some doily to it. I've already used part of this for something. So let's see what looks good with that. See if it looks... I think we need to cut some off. Alright, we got some doily. Turn it around. We'll probably want to put some ink on the edges of that to also rip that bottom piece. Let's go ahead and just start inking all the pieces. I've been having some issues with my phone when I'm recording. It will stop recording on me. So I have to keep on looking to make sure that, oops, it's still recording. That's a little annoying. Okay, so that looks kind of older now. We'll stick that there. Maybe, and then this piece, I really don't have this planned out. Sometimes I try to have it, you know, in my mind, pretty much what I'm going to do. But today, I literally just grabbed a bunch of stuff and thought we'd just see what happens. Seems like clusters are popular lately. I've been having fun making some, and I know many people have been making clusters lately. It's been fun watching them also. Okay, so we can put a little bit of that. We can, let's use this music, some of this music paper here. We'll stick some of that on. Alright, there's some ink on that. There's some on there. Stick this under here. Alright, now I was thinking of adding some red polka dots here. Well, red and white polka dots. We're going to do this. Okay, we'll add that in there. Just keep on adding layers and ripping. Forgot to rip this part. There we go. Alright. These I don't think I'm going to use. We get this out of the way. I've got some of this, what is this called? Netting tool stuff. We can put some of that on here. Okay. Don't think we need that. Alright, I found this pretty image. It is actually a free printable that I found online. I'm going to rip some of the edges on this. Some people can do clusters in like a minute, and it takes me a little bit longer. Alright, that will be fine. Okay. Let's put that there. Roses, to me, when you think of roses, you think of love. Loving someone, red roses. Let me cut some of this off. I should probably start doing some glue here. So I'm thinking put this on top and then Put this on here somewhere. Okay, looking good. Let's start doing some glue, because I haven't even gotten any glue down yet. Gonna put a bunch of glue on here. Alright. Now I got glue all over my finger. Okay. Stick some of this on here. Trying to wipe that glue a little bit. Alright. Do that. Make sure this is all glued down. Okay. Lots of layers here. This was actually a Christmas paper, but we're not using it for Christmas today. Let's glue that down. Now let's glue this. Alright, now I had some of that on there. Different layers and different textures. It's fun. Keep on adding and see how things look. I think we're gonna glue this on here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put a bunch of glue. Glue that down too. Okay, now I had this piece. Stick this on there. I still don't have a complete idea of what I'm doing in my head, so I just wanted to go ahead and get this gluing process started here. This might have a hard time sticking because of that netting there. We'll get this. We'll get out this kind of tacky glue. That should hopefully do it. There we go. That's working. Let's get this big chunk of glue over here out of the way. Okay. Looking pretty, right? Okay, so I have this little kitty cat. I have this cute little girl. I have another cute little girl here somewhere, where she's over here. Their little doll. I've got the quote. Got some butterflies. I believe that was from Beth. Thank you, Beth. They're pretty. This little bee, I believe, came from her too. So this is what we have so far, and then I want to add, you know, most of this stuff here. So, see, I told you it takes me a long time. All right, so in my mind, these two little girls here have a beautiful friendship, and they free up time to talk to each other. Yeah, I think they'll look cute on here, but I gotta figure out, and there's this little you and me. I'd like to fit that on here too, if I can. Maybe I should have made this bigger. But of course, when I add it onto a page, I can always add more things on to that page. Here's a little thing that says you and me. That's cute. All right, we have to have the quote on here. So, uh-oh. My dogs hear some kids out there, I believe. Symphony. Shh. Hush. Maybe I should have printed a different color of quote, but I wasn't thinking about it. Let me move this over here to make sure that the quote will fit on here and look okay. What if we put it there, and then we put our little girls here? All right, and then maybe put this here. Do we want a cat sticking out here or something pretty? Okay, let's just glue. I'm thinking too much about it. I just need to do it. So there she is. Put our little friend here right next to her. They're besties. Shh. Sorry about that. You know, maybe I need to cut the words out and put them along here. But we're going to add this you and me on here somewhere too. Let's get this quote on here since that's one of the main things I have to have on it. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess here on the top of these. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on here, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I got this glued on here, and the way it's fitting, it's kind of coming off of the page a little bit. So I think it looks okay, but we might work on fixing that up. I was thinking, and while I had the video pause, I also fussy cut this kitty out, so I think that will work better for her. I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of this. I think I'm going to leave the edges like that and not rip them. Thinking about putting this here, and then maybe even something under here. I love tons of layers on these, so let me see if I do that and then do this. You know what? I think I am going to go ahead and rip this. I always make everything so difficult. Keep on changing my mind on everything. If I would have thought of this, I could have done it when I had the video pause, so you didn't have to watch me rip stuff. Which this side doesn't, that bottom part doesn't really matter because I don't think you're going to see it anyway. So 3 inches. Oh, there went something. Don't know what flew. Hopefully nothing I need. Okay. Don't think you're going to see any of that. So I think that would be pretty. Let's go ahead and glue that. Go ahead and put that there. That way, that kind of makes the black and white match a little bit better. And then I was thinking about even putting this behind there. This is a white paper I have embossed with this square pattern here. I'm going to go ahead and rip the edges of this. Try to do it quickly. I don't think you will see the bottom part of it. Oh, I guess you will see the corners probably. Okay. Now look what I did. We're going to pretend like I meant to do that. Okay, so we got that ripped. Let's see what it's going to look like behind here. I want it so that those words aren't coming off of nothing. This is just getting bigger and bigger, but that's okay. I think it's going to look pretty in one of my books. Maybe like this. Okay, so it definitely needs ink too. Only white thing here, completely white, so we're going to make it look a little older here. I've been making clusters here lately, and my friend Judy and I were having a hard time making them look right. We were talking to our friend Sylvia, and she was looking at our clusters and telling us whether it looked good or not. I finally started making some that looks good. I think I'm starting to get this down now. But we were having a hard time, and I said, they're not clusters, they're flusters. Because we were getting flustered trying to make them. Here we go again, guys. Sorry. We're just going to do that, I believe. I'm just going to glue it down, or I'm going to end up messing with this all day. There we go. Now they're not hanging off I kind of have something to go on to. I think that looks pretty good. All right, let's add a couple more things real quick. Try to finish this off. I want to use this You and Me. I'd like to use this wooden butterfly here. Let's glue this You and Me down. I hope you all have some fun plans for the weekend. Okay, so we got the You and Me because they're besties and they love each other, and I imagine that they free time to spend with each other. Should have put the kitty over here. Nope. Here's the kitty. Now let's put some glue on here. Now we got the butterfly. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Oh, sorry for the glare. There we go. I'm just not crazy about this part right there. I think it might need just a little bit more color. This is turning into a whole thing here, like a whole page, but that's okay because I have a big book I can glue that right into if I wanted. I'm grabbing some, trying to find some red paper, maybe. Yeah. This is going to end up being a whole page, like I said, but that's all right. Should have brought my little ruler over here. Hope I ripped that one. Okay. Let's move all that out of the way. All right, I like that. We're going to do that. We're going to glue this whole entire thing on this. This will look pretty in my journal. There we go. I think that made it look better. We needed something with some color down back behind instead of that whitish, that piece there hanging out under the words. I like this better. this to look a little old like the rest of it. I'm using Vintage Photo. I think that's my favorite ink ever. Okay, there we have it. Two besties here that make time for each other. Some talk to you in their free time, and some free their time to talk to you. Learn the difference. Here is my big cluster page. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Sorry it took me so long to get it to come together here. Please go and see what Mrs. Gigi has made for this collab using the quote and the theme friendship. If you would like to do something with the quote and theme, please use the hashtag create with MH, so that we will be able to find it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have an awesome day and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again soon. Bye.